Shalom, shalom, Yashra Allah. I want to start off first things first, when all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakadash, which in the Paleo Hebrew tongue is the correct name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers living this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Woo, as you just seen from that short clip, that is showing the state of Babylon the Great, aka America. This is the state of it right now. The Lord is doing a marvelous work, Yashra Allah. When I say Yashra Allah, it's Paleo Hebrew for Israel, children of Israel, talk to the 12 tribes. And these devils, when I say devils, I'm talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, are so dumb, they have appointed Trump to be their king, and he's making a total mockery, and he's running Babylon the Great like he runs his companies, which is in the ground. And they are so dumb and lack wisdom that they are cheering him on as he does it. Like Esau always like to say, fuck around and find out. But I'm like, bro, that phrase is for you. Because we already know what Donald Trump is going to do. We already know what he's about. He's a criminal, a fraud, a con artist. And everything he touches, he runs in the ground. And he's going to do the same thing to Babylon the Great. And there is going to be no bailout, anything like that. He's going to bring Babylon the Great down to the ground where they will institute the beast system, where the mark of the beast will go out. Because right now, Edomites are hurting based on the policies that he is setting. And I just love it's a marvelous work because I love it because I'm like, you asked for that. You wanted Donald Trump because they love his racism that he kicks up, what he represents. But it just shows the whole foolishness of our enemies because they wanted Donald Trump and everything is just going down on the ground, Yashrala. And I'm going to start off this right here, our first precept. And this is Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, 10:3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So here they said an unwise king destroyeth his people. That's Donald Trump right now. He's a very unwise king. He's a trust fund baby. All he knows how to do is evade taxes and do loopholes and be a leech on money. He's like really synonymous with an Instagram model. He just goes around begging for money, say what people like a narcissist, cut corners, do basically what they call that white collar crime. That's Donald Trump. He's the head of that. He's the face of that. And this is who they elected to be their president. And he's implementing his policies, and it's having very drastic effects on Babylon the Great, man. They say the job market is trash, groceries is high, inflation's about to hit thanks to his whack tariff deals he just did. And the allies are now getting away from Babylon the Great. The enemies are getting stronger. Everything that Donald Trump's administration does backfires on the Edomites spectacularly. I mean spectacularly. And that should put us in high spirits because, we always dealt with struggle. So, we're going to put our trust in the Lord. We're going to be all right. We still making it. It's rough on us too, but we're still treading water. When I look around, the Edomites, they're drowning. This is the most I've ever seen any Edomites on drugs, bummed out. It's so bad that the governor Stint of Oklahoma and the mayor, got a Jake Mayer, they now trying to get all these bums off the streets because there's so many of them. The majority of them are Edomites. Which shows you that Esau is at his end. You got World War III about to pop off. They scared to bust against the big dogs. They're picking on little countries like Venezuela. And even that's making them look bad. They're bombing fishermen boats. Because they scared to really, jump off in there because they scared. The hammer of the earth it's been broken under. Man, the Lord is, you can tell he's all the way against Esau. They're getting divorces at a high clip. I hear that at my job all the time. The women are leaving them and fleeing to Jake men. Their children are on drugs, very bad. I hear that a lot at my job too. All them on opioids and doing drugs, and they crying about that. And Esau is finished. He's cooked. And America, Babylon the Great, is like the Titanic. It's sinking. So we got to stay locked in the Lord that we don't sink with it. And then I want to get this too. I'm going to read verse 4 because this was about to happen. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in the due time he will set over it one that is profitable. So the destruction is happening so the Lord could uplift the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because those are your true rulers. We now have the wisdom. We know how the earth is supposed to be ran, because we're going to institute the laws and commandments. Esau goes against the Most High and his laws. That's why the earth is sick. That's why his kingdom can't stand anymore, because it was built off the backs of Yashar Allah. The Hispanic tribes, the native tribes, your so-called African American tribes, it was built off the backs of us. We've always held the standard. We're the nation builders. Esau just took the credit. And now that Jake is starting to separate themselves spiritually from Esau Edom, what's happening? It's like a rug pull. Esau is falling because he actually thought he was smart. He don't know his great-great-granddaddy stole his ideas from our grandparents. That's the only reason they had a kingdom. Esau deceived himself. And I'm going to go into this one too. We're gonna get the precepts on that. So let's go to Ecclesiastes 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered. That's the total opposite of Esau right now. He's the total opposite of that. So we're saying they're not a wise judge. They're not prudent. And that's why this government, it looks like straight shit, man. When you look at Donald Trump's cabinet, it's the worst I've ever seen in my life. From Pete Hegseth to that dude's a straight drunk idiot, don't know nothing. To his health pick. I mean, all his picks, his whole cabinet, his vice president, everything is just trash. Horrible. Unqualified. Like Donald Trump's administration is mediocrity at its highest level. Straight mediocre, man. And really, I wouldn't even say mediocre. That's being too nice. Really trash. That's why this kingdom's in a free fall right now, since this new administration been put in, because he's just putting in people that got like TV personalities, because that's what Donald Trump is. He's just a TV personality dude. He's not no real leader. He don't know how to really run no good business. This dude got 6 bankruptcies under his belt? A casino? How you bankrupt a casino? You know how dumb you got to be to bankrupt a casino? They come and bring you the money. And these dummies thought that that's who's going to come save the day. And we champion that because, hey, we know what this is going to lead to. So we about to be free, Yashar Allah. So, hey, get your spiritual bags packed. Get ready. Get your popcorn out, because I'm laughing. Because this is a total circus. This is a complete circus. They was hollering about Joe Biden. This is a circus. Donald Trump came in and done did even worse. This dude can't hold his shit in. He up here, he wearing diapers, man. People don't want to stand next to this dude because he be shitting on himself. And that's their king. So let's go get this right here. Because this is happening right now. Right now, the Lord is doing this right before our face. And this is Obadiah 1:8. It says, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and the understanding out of Mount of Esau. So he said destroy the wise man out of Edom. That means that's their intelligent people. They're gone. They done died out. You know, you look at Gen Z Edomites, the young Edomites, they're dumb as I don't know what. So you know they ain't about to run nothing. And the Lord is doing that. He's doing that to do what? To get us free. So that we can be in rulership. Because now the hopeful elect, the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we're getting our wisdom back. We're getting the knowledge of our ID back. Once you get your ID back, you'll be in this word heavily. And what's this word made of? Wisdom. It gives you wisdom. So the Lord right now got us in rehab. That's what this word is for. We're in this grace period, getting rehabbed up, getting coached up on how to be righteous rulers, so that the earth can heal itself. That's where we're at. And I want to get this too. When I said Esau has deceived itself, that's also very prophetic. This is Obadiah 1:3. It says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that said of his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So that show Esau done 52 faked himself out. He been telling lies so long. Oh, Edomites are smart. The so-called black people are dumb. He kept repeating it over and over again to where they believed it. So that's the pride of your heart. You deceived yourself. Really, you're dumb. You're real dumb. And it said, dude dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks. His whole kingdom is set up like a cave. When you look at these buildings, these penthouses, they're in concrete, man. And they set up what? They set up high. Esau lives in very high places. And then Esau got AI, got technology. His military was strong, so he think like, who gonna bring me down? Who can stop me when I got all this technology? And we can answer that question, man. It's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and he's doing it right now. This devil has to put his power in the AI because he can't even think no more. This devil's totally dumb. So he needs a machine to help him think. And the machine, the machine gonna do is help him establish the beast system. That's the only wisdom he got left to do. He ain't got no wisdom to like do nothing beneficial or to even turn around and fix his kingdom. No. All the thing he gonna have left, wisdom left is to establish the mark of the beast. That's it. That's all he got left. Because all he gonna do is serve prophecy. And the Lord is done with Esau, Edom. So we're watching it being cast down below our feet, right in front of our faces. And it is a very, very glorious thing to see. So I got a clip, since I talked about healing and doing something beneficial. Let me show you what the devils got as the head of the Department of Health, which shows how dumb they are. Oh my Lord, Yasharallah. Check this out. I mean, it's so crazy that you would think that you in a different reality based on how stupid Esau is. Like, the stuff they're doing is just like, it's like almost unbelievably stupid. You have to like pinch yourself. Like, I know I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. I know I'm not hearing this. I'm looking at the devils like, are you really that stupid? And the question is, yes, they are. This is happening, Yasharallah. So check this devil out. He's the head of the Department of Health. He done got caught in a lie. And all they doing, they little councils is bickering with each other. Because they all some liars. They all thieves. They all steal. So check how they looking now. And the whole world is seeing this. Everybody's seeing this.
Most Americans are going to be able to get it from their pharmacy for free. Most Americans will be able to get it from their pharmacy for free.
The question is, everyone who wants it, that was your promise.
I never promised that I was going to recommend products with which there is no indication.
When you said...
And I know you've taken $855,000 from pharmaceutical companies, Senator.
Did you hold up a big sign saying that you were lying when you said that? Because you are the one who said you would not take them away.
There's a big difference, Senator, between established science and the scientific establishment, which has been co-opted by the pharmaceutical industry.
So you're telling the American people that the American Medical Association, representing hundreds of thousands of people, have been co-opted and that they should not trust their doctors? And everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. And I think the issue now...
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe President Trump should have asked you, are you a trustworthy person? And we should have waited for an answer then. Let's move on.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking gibberish.
Mr. Secretary, let me speak slowly and clearly so that you can understand me through my New Mexico accent.
And then give me a chance to answer.
Does this help? Can you understand me?
You've been over HHS for 7 months now. Have you ever been briefed by CDC's career immunization officials to discuss your concerns?
And by the way, every member of this panel has criticized President Trump and demonized him.
Have you ever been briefed?
Are you complicit in the assassination attempts on President Trump?
Sir, I'm asking the questions. You are the witness.
Oh, Lord, Yasharallah. Hey, like Kev said, you can't make this stuff up, man. Hey, they up here grilling this dude about all the little messed up stuff he done did. And this dude has, what they call it, brain parasites. That's why he talk like that. He had brain parasites. I'm thinking maybe eating raw meat, pork. Ain't no telling. But they put a dude over the head of health who has brain parasites. He can't even talk good. He just, and he done called a lie. And since he calling a lie, you see Jake got up there grilling him. He gonna be like, did you assassinate President Trump? Like, bro, that's not the question. See how they deflect? Like, all of them up there is guilty. All of them is criminals. That's like a circus, man. So this kingdom is in disarray because it lacks leadership. It lacks integrity. It lacks morals. It lacks all of that. And the only people who can really save the planet is the righteous men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's it. That's all. And they're not going to be like, here you go, Yahshua, y'all can rule. This devil ain't about to hand it off to us like that. Nah, man, they got to go down by war. The Lord got to take these devils down. And he's doing it right now because they ain't heard this talking gibberish. Everybody can see him. That dude, only reason he's in that position is because the last name is Kennedy. He shows he has no wisdom. He don't know nothing about no health. He ain't no expert. None of that. He's just they all trust fund babies. When I look at it, all of them, Trump, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, Robert F. Kennedy, these are people who got their position based on a name. They ain't get there because of their skill set or their merit. And that's why it runs all rinky-dink like that. This place is done. That dude was straight deflected, talking about assassination of Donald Trump. Like, dude, they talking about health right now. They say Esau can't do no health. He's against health. This devil is synonymous with death. That's what he like to do. Is bring on death, man. And because he's against that juice, everybody think that Robert Kennedy is like coming to save the people. He took some dye out. I'm like, bro, the health industry and the food industry is like cooked. Ain't no saving it. It's beyond cooked. It's too much GMO. This because the devil took out some red dye don't mean he care about your health. That's what you call controlled opposition. He'll do a little good to make you think he own it, but man, that dude's a straight Edomite, man. He getting all kind of kickbacks and all kinds of little stuff, man. It can't be fixed. This is like a 30-year problem that will not be fixed in 4 years. Nope. As I said, the food GMO'd out. The health is a joke. The health industry is a joke. I just had a father pass from cancer, and I see how Esau do. I look at them. I believe in my heart that they unalive my father using that chemo. That's a very bad method to try to cure cancer. It just makes it worse, is what it does. But I see why though. My pops, he got unalived, and they ran up his insurance, well, his wife's insurance, to like, I think he died with like a $1.2 million bill, but it went to her insurance. But I was like, oh, so these devils got $1 million to unalive my pops. And that's how Esau gets down, man. The health industry, what they call them, the Bible tells you, they physicians of no value. So this devil's a joke. So the only thing they like kept Esau in power was his sword, his military power. And even that is waning. So that's how we know this devil, hey, this is the last little hooray. This is his last little hooray, you know. And I think before I get to that, I want to get some more precepts. I got one more clip I'm going to play, because we're going to talk about that weak military this devil got. And then we'll get down to it. Yeah, right here. I want to get this one. Ecclesiastes 10:6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. That's a very, very big breakdown there, Yahshua. I think a lot of people overlook and don't see like how spot on that precept is. We're going to break it down. Say folly is set great dignity. That's foolishness. The dumbest, wickedest person is now on top in Babylon the Great. They're in a very high position. That's why I said set great dignity. Whether it be a Jake, sellout, or it's Edomites. Like foolishness. You can just see that with the entertainment industry. Like the dumbest stuff is like on top right now. The worst music is on top right now. The worst actors get in almost all the movies. And dude can't even act. He got one way he is, and he does in all the movies. That's why the movie sucks. Because they don't put talent on top. They don't like the real genuine substance and stuff that like will really help the society is not on top. The dumbest person gets exalted. Like if you want to make it in Babylon the Great, all you gotta do is let go of your morals, man. Be a Momo, be an idiot, and Esau put you up there. Cause that's where it's at. But you can't put foolishness at the top with no wisdom and think you're gonna have a good kingdom. No. I said court jester is now the king of Babylon. When you look at Donald Trump, that's straight folly to the fullest, man. That dude, He don't give a damn. He just like to be a dumb, loud, boisterous person. And then it said, the rich sit in a low place. And I remember when I first read that, when I first come into truth, I said, how can you be rich and sit in a low place? You know, I had to really, really meditate on that scripture. How can you be rich and sit in a low place? And the true riches is the wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The spiritual knowledge, that's the real riches. And when you have that, you go to the bottom of Babylon the Great. Me and my aunt, Quadar Shahan, talked about this all the time. Like, a righteous person is not uplifted in Babylon. They're not. They're at the bottom. Because Esau, if you uplift righteousness and wisdom, it'll spread out. That vibration will spread out. Esau don't want that. He want wickedness to spread out. So that's why folly is said great, then the rich sit in the low place. Because all the men of the Lord, you look at our apostle elders, they're not in the high place of Babylon the Great. They sit in a low place. We all at the bottom of our jobs, the bottom of society, barely, paying our bills, barely getting by. We getting by, but we barely getting by. So we're not in high places, man. We ain't got positions like the Department of Health, Secretary of State. Ain't no righteous jakes in those positions. Presidents, none of that. Not even in like regular companies. Because you got to be wicked to rise up at your little job. Like Jake, man, maybe he might make a management position, but that's about it. That's as high as you're going to go. Righteousness is not exalted in Babylon the Great. Folly is. And when you got years and years and years of folly, guess what? Your society is going to collapse. The decay is going to show up. And it's going to fall down. You can see that. When you look at China, Japan, they exalt their people who have knowledge. And that's why society is doing better. Babylon exalts the people that's stupid. It's like a buddy system. I like him. We go to swinger parties. We get drunk. We do powder together. Not because he's good at the job. No, I just like him because we do wickedness together. And when you keep doing that, years and years of that, and what they call it, nepotism, where Esau exalting his children, put them in position that belong, like Biden's son. That dude's running a Fortune 500 company, smoking crack. Straight crackhead. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody doing bad Babylon the Great. There's no real leadership. I see it at the jobs I work at. I be laughing at these people they got as managers. I be like, that dude ain't no leader at all. He done got to that table and slurped one up, and that's why they put him in that position. He's not good at his job. And the reason they hate that is because the most people that's good at the job know what they doing. They can really turn things around are Jakes, Israelites. Esau can't exalt that. Now, if you're a wicked Jake, he'll put you in that position, but not no righteous Jake. Not no real strong Jake that has wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Oh, no. You stay at the bottom. Because righteousness is bad in this kingdom. So let's see. I think I'm going to go, because that right there, like, I'm going to combo these precepts together. Because it said folly set great dignity. And right there, that shows. I'll bring this out right here. It says, they were children of fools. Yea, children of base men, they were viler than the earth. Ooh, let's break that down. It said, children of fools, going to Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom was a fool. This dude, they forefathers sold his birthright, which was the keys of the kingdom of heaven. So you can't tell me Edomite is smart. Their forefather was dumb. They've always been dumb to me. Only reason they on top is because the Lord promised them to be on top based on their sword. That's how they got there. This devil, I'll give it to him. He is a killer. He'll unalive you real quick to take your stuff. He's a thief. And he's a killer. That's why he's on top. Not because he's smart. No Edomite to me is smart. I haven't seen intelligence, true intelligence from an Edomite. I don't sense it. I don't see it. All I see from them is foolishness, dumb stuff, wickedness. That's why I don't like talking to them or being around them, because they're dumb. And what the Lord let me know, he said, they are children of base men. Base going to like low. So they're the lowest people on the planet Earth. Like when you look at your basement is on the bottom. That ain't on the top. Your basement is always at the bottom of the house. So he said, yea, children of base men, that's what they are. They're the lowest. But it's crazy because in this society, in this world we living in, Esau is on top. So the worst human being the Lord created, the worst race, is on top. And that's why everything is off. That's why everything is off right there. And he said they're violent in the earth, and they are. You'll have a CEO in his little pastime. This dude will be putting gerbils and mice up his backside for pleasure. They even got caught here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Mathis brothers. That's what they was doing. That's what all the Edomites do. They'll have sex with your dog. I mean, I hate to gross you out, Yashara, but it's the truth. Esau does that. They're vile. They're nasty. This dude eat his meat rare with blood in it. And he's running the earth right now. They do sick stuff. They mess with their daughters. Always doing incest. If it's something sick, oh yeah, go watch a show called Jackass. They'll drink some horse semen for your entertainment. Show you how sick this devil is, man. They do sick stuff. That's why the whole earth is sick. That's why Jake all messed up. Because they're trying to be like them people. So we're going to get a clip. We're going to shift gears. I want to talk about that sword that's starting to get broken. And when that sword break, that's the end of Esau's rulership. That blessing is the only reason the devil got on top. Was because of that sword, that military power. And now it's breaking in our lifetime. You can see it. So that's why these devils are scared. Because their comfort was in that sword. Like if you try to get up in Esau's position, he'll just like use his military and unalive you real quick. Like, no, you don't, nigger. I stay on top. Now that sword ain't so good, and Jake getting strong, this devil's scared, man. And not just Jake, other nations like Moab, even his own. When you look at Russian Edomites, their sword is stronger now. So let's get a clip that's going to show that. Because I've been knowing that, but what the Lord did lately really showed me that, like, what I think is on point. Like, I'm not tripping at all. The Lord really showed that.
What's up, everybody? In this video, I want to be checking out the 80th anniversary of the victory, China's victory over Japan, attending all Putin, Kim Jong-un, the 20 representatives, presidents, and kings, I don't know, everybody. And let's check it out, what this has to offer. I'm going to be also comparing a little bit, so I'm going to be comparing with the one that we see today. All right, guys, let's get into it. Moscow, a victory day.
Anniversary Parade. Представляю вам наши объединенные силы. Пожалуйста, поприветствуйте председателя Объединенного комитета начальников штабов генерала Дэна Кейна.
Xi Jinping 的检阅，接受党和人民的检阅。
主席同志，受阅部队列队完毕，请您检阅阅兵总指挥韩胜言。开始。是。
That's powerful. That military look powerful.
历史长河，川流不息，伟大旗帜，光耀千秋。接下来，习近平主席将向党旗、国旗、军旗行注目礼。
Yeah, he looking. He know he got it. Ain't worried about Babylon Great. Ain't worried about America. Small potatoes, baby. That's swag, man. Trump ain't got swag like that. This dude know he got it. They in control. Hey, Moab is the Lord's wash pot. And you can see it. Hey, they gonna clean these devils up. That's the military, man. That's the military.
同志们辛苦了。同志们好。
Hey, Babylon don't want no smoke with that.
同志们辛苦了。
Дивизия прославилась на полях сражений.
There you sleep right there, Yashrala. Hey, that like some movie stuff. China's look like some movie. That like something you saw out of a movie. You can tell he got the respect of his people. You said they's moving their heads. They military discipline. They got better weaponry. Hey, when the Lord said that Moab is his wash pot, he wasn't lying. He's going to clean up Babylon Great, these Edomites up using China, man. Trump's scared right now. He see that. And then when you look at the U.S. military parade, that was a joke, man. They said they doing a soft protest against Trump. That's why they was quiet, marching off beat. You get a tank squeaking up. Hey, it was trash. Because that Babylonian military is weak now, man. It's the weakest it's ever been. It's real weak. So that shows they're about to lose. And they got all these battle fronts. They about to battle. Because China, man, they ain't going to take Taiwan back. What Babylon Great going to do about that? You're going to get spread over there. You got to go fight in Ukraine. You got to fight for Netanyahu, the Ish people. You even got to fight your own citizens. They going out like Rome, man. There's too many battlefronts and that sword is weak. It's weak. They should try to do this like 30, 40 years ago. Now you're weak. That sword weak, man. They up here blowing up, using hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to blow up little fisher boats. Talking about he's bringing massive drugs across over here. Horrible. Devil got no flavor. You look at Donald Trump, he just look flavorless. He just look just gross. That's why he got to get that orange tan. Because they're all pale with no flavor. They wicked is all outdoors. And another thing, this place has been so stagnant because they so worried about Yashrala over here about the Great that they forgot about their overseas enemies. They forgot about Russia. They forgot about China. He been using all his resources to hold us down. And that's why these other countries have surpassed Babylon the Great. Because they're so busy worried about us. And then their society is so wicked, man. At least they got morals and principles over there. Somewhat of a standard, like the Arab countries, China, Japan. Babylon Great doesn't have no culture, because the culture is us. And he disrespects our culture. And Esau's culture is the culture of wickedness. And it just bleeds like rot and decay. So that's why everything is stagnant. It's decaying. It's trash. The culture is just trash over here. Esau doesn't have any culture. His culture is that of disease. And so I want to put this out right here. This is Psalms 12:8. The wicked walk off every side when the vilest men are exalted. And that's why we got so much wickedness in Babylon the Great, because they exalt Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He's exalted in Babylon the Great. And because of that, it's just a bunch of wickedness, man. Because most of these dudes, they get their cheeks clapped for a bag. Because Esau want to clap your cheeks for a bag. So there's no manhood. There's no manhood over here. Very little. They let women, they exalt women over here in Babylon the Great. You got what they call toxic masculinity. So the only manhood you got over is the men of Yasharallah. The righteous men. The men of the Lord. That's the only masculinity I see over here. Only time I get to experience it and see it, man, is when I'm around the Akim. I see the men of the Lord. But when you off in the world and like at my jobs, man, these dudes are straight mowed out. So there is no manhood. And with no manhood, there's no leadership. And with no leadership, things are not in order. They're not getting taken care of. The woman is running stuff over her Babylon. That's why I call it a whore. And that's chaos. They let chaos goblins run the show. And men like Donald Trump who think like chaos goblins run the show. So ain't no order. This place is doomed to fail. It's failing. Big time. And it's about to fail. And I'm gonna leave off this right here because we're in that. We're living in that right now. We're in that MAGA spirit. So I'm gonna bring this out right here. And I'm gonna praise the Lord at the end of it. Because the Lord is about to destroy Esau, Edom, and his rulership. And we're patiently waiting on that. So it said, then we'll start out Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, verse 3, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4, because this is where we at right now. Wherein Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. The Lord will forever hate Esau. So his time to shine is over with. The Lord has now made Babylon the Great a joke. It's a sick, sad joke. And it's now about to go. And hey, all praise to the Lord for that. Because I desire to be placed in a righteous kingdom, man. Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. And you are too. To you righteous brothers and sisters that's listening. Because we need it. We need it very, very bad. And the great thing about it, y'all, trying to give you some hope, is that we not got to wait too much longer. As I measure these prophecies, measure the time diligently, we're at the door of that mark of the beast being issued out, which means that we're at the door of Yahushua's glorious return, which will be a return back to righteousness, which is what we waiting on, what we need, what we waiting on. And it's going to be very beautiful, Yahshua. I'm ready to see the earth in its most beautiful state. We all need a healing. The earth needs healing. We need healing. Everything needs healing. And Yahushua will establish that. And I believe it's coming in our lifetimes. So with that being said, hey, matter of fact, I wasn't going to leave off with that, but I'm going to leave off something else. Because something else just hit my spirit. Because we about to, hey, it's quicker than we think. So this is Romans 13:11. It says, and that, knowing the time, that it's now high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. So the salvation is very near, Yahshua. So with that, hey, get in order. And I want to say, hey, Kwam Yahshua. Hey, and stay locked in. Because Yahushua is quickly on the way. Shalom, baby.